Hello tennis fans. Wimbledon is almost upon us, and fans across the world are waiting in anticipation. With his recent win at the French, Rafa has extended his lead in the GOAT race by 2 ahead of both Federer and Novak. But clearly, as we move forward, this is really going to be a two-horse race between the Serb and the Spaniard. In this video, we're going to look at Rafa versus Novak and uncover who truly will end up being the GOAT. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. The Novak-Rafa rivalry is a modern-day tennis war of huge proportions. Hardcore Rafa fans will argue that the Spanish tennis player is the GOAT based on number of Grand Slams, while fans of the Serb will fight for his corner, stating he has a better head-to-head record against the Spanish player. Their rivalry is the most prolific in men's tennis in the Open era. It is widely considered to be the greatest rivalry in tennis history by players, coaches, and pundits, even surpassing the Federer-Nadal rivalry. After winning his 22nd Grand Slam title at the French Open, Rafa stated that rival Novak, who owns 20 majors, is in the best position to end up with the most Grand Slam titles by the end of their respective careers. The GOAT race has fascinated and enthralled tennis fans and experts over the past few years. While the Spaniard now leads by 2, many believe that Novak is best placed to end up with the most slams given his physical fitness and the injury issues facing Rafa. By saying that the Serb will end up with more slams, Rafa is effectively taking the pressure off himself. Maybe he's coming to terms with the fact that he's nearing retirement and is going to find it physically harder to win more slams due to his age and fitness levels. Or maybe this is just a mind trick to put pressure on Novak. Rafa was quick to shut down any suggestion of being motivated to end his career with more majors than Novak. It's very simple to understand for me. I don't know. Sometimes for you it's a little bit different, Rafa said when asked what keeps driving him at 36, even when he has to battle through the excruciating pain of a serious foot injury that is threatening his career. It's not about being the best in history. It's not about the records. It's about, I like what I do. I like to play tennis, and I like the competition. We achieved our dreams. Me, Roger, Novak. We achieved things that probably we never expected. He said, for me, what drives me to keep going is not the competition to try to be the best, to win more Grand Slams than the others. What drives me to keep going is the passion for the game, to live moments that stay inside me forever, and play in front of the best crowds in the world and the best stadiums. That's what drives me, and the passion for what I do. Then of course, if I don't feel competitive, I don't enjoy, so that's it. It's not about winning more titles. It's about the goal to give myself a chance to keep doing what I like to do. It's a very different viewpoint to Novak, who has been vocal in the past about being motivated by trophies and time spent as world number 1, a ranking he has held for longer than any other player in men's history. I value all the records and achievements greatly. Being historically number 1 ranked player in the world is probably the paramount achievement of our sport, he said. It was something Rafa himself noted about Novak quite recently in 2021. He's more focused on just these things, and it means a lot to him, all of this stuff, Rafa said. Like he's always saying and talking about these records, and well done for him. But it's not my approach to my tennis career. You know what they say about wanting something so bad, you never get it. But when you don't want something so bad, it just ends up coming to you. Perhaps this approach of Rafa's towards being the greatest of all time, or not really being motivated by it, might be the key to his success. Nadal is now level with Steffi Graf on 22 Grand Slams, behind only Serena Williams with 23 and Margaret Court with 24. Whether he will be able to add to that tally remains to be seen after he revealed the full extent of his foot injury following his 14th French Open triumph. The unofficial leader in the GOAT race said he cannot keep playing if he has to keep having his troublesome foot numb, admitting I can't keep going like this, but I am working to find a solution. It's obvious that with the circumstances that I am playing, I can't and I don't want to keep going. So the mindset is very clear. I'm going to keep working to try to find a solution and an improvement for what's happening in the foot, he added. Rafa revealed he needed pain-killing injections in his left foot before every match. This spurred on quite a bit of controversy, with some athletes from other sports comparing it to doping. Obviously that isn't the case, but clearly these injections are not a long-term solution. If it works, I keep going. If not, It will be another story, and I will ask myself if I am ready to do a major surgery, which may not guarantee I will be competitive and may take a long time to be back," he said. Rafa said that taking in aesthetic injections in the nerves in his foot was the only way he could have got through the tournament. Now he and his medical team will employ a technique which will burn the nerve, using what he described as radio frequency injections to put to sleep the two nerves. Rafa said he intends to play Wimbledon, where he is a two-time champion. "I'm going to be in Wimbledon if my body is ready to be in Wimbledon. That's it. Wimbledon is not a tournament that I want to miss," he said. "I love Wimbledon. So if you ask me if I will be in Wimbledon, I can't give you a clear answer. Let's see how the treatment works. If the treatment works and he can survive with anti-inflammatories and not anesthetic, he will be at the All England club, having sat out the tournament last year. If I am able to play with anti-inflammatories, yes. To play with anesthetic injections, no. I don't want to put myself in that position again." Now too clear of any male in history. Following his straight sets win of Casper Ruud in the French Open final, Rafa's claims to that title have been strengthened. Former British tennis player Tim Henman believes that should Rafa stay healthy, he can go on to come out on top in the GOAT debate. In terms of who is going to end up with the most amount of Grand Slams, a couple of years ago I would have said Novak, for sure. But right now, with that little bit of distance, I think Rafa has got a great chance, Henman said on Eurosport, adding that the Spaniard could absolutely win Wimbledon this year if he plays. When you see a performance like that, it was just another clay court masterclass. You would have thought that when he wins these big titles, don't forget he's won the Australian Open, the French Open. Now you can talk about the Grand Slam being on. Surely it is going to motivate him to keep on going. That's what we are keeping our fingers crossed for, because it's a privilege to see one of the greatest champions in our sport playing like that. Mats Wilander said that his most recent French Open would be his sweetest, given he was not certain of playing just weeks out from the tournament. He added, "Let's now not just focus on 14 French Open titles, but 22 Grand Slam singles titles. He is ahead of Roger and Novak now. Maybe this could be the main reason why he will be the greatest player of all time. If anyone is going to have an impact on that storyline, it's Novak. The Serb is the player with the most career wins against Rafa. But Rafa is also the player with the most career wins against Novak. Novak is the only player to have defeated Rafa in 4 clay court finals, the only player to defeat Rafa at the French Open in straight sets, the only player to defeat Rafa twice at the French Open, and the only player to defeat Rafa in 7 consecutive finals. Both play a similar style of tennis but have differences that make their matches competitive and unique. Novak is the only player to defeat Rafa in 3 consecutive Grand Slam finals and the only player to defeat Rafa in all 4 Grand Slams: the Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. Conversely, Rafa is the only player to defeat Novak in 2 hard court slam finals: the US Open 2010 and 2013. The rivalry has seen dominance shift back and forth, with the Spanish player winning 16 of their first 23 matches, followed by Novak beating Rafa 7 times in a row, then Rafa winning 6 of 7, and Novak winning 15 of the last 22. The Serb is an all-court player who emphasizes aggressive baseline play. His backhand is considered the best in the game today, and he has superior agility, court coverage, and defensive ability. The Spaniard has an aggressive, behind the baseline playing style, built on heavy top spin, ground strokes, consistency, speedy footwork, and total court coverage. He uses a full Western grip forehand and specializes on the clay court, hence the name King of Clay. Rafa is the youngest player in the Open era to achieve a career Grand Slam, age 24, by winning all 4 majors. Both Novak and Rafa have a double career Grand Slam. During Novak's 2015 to 2016 tennis seasons, he also won 4 consecutive Grand Slam titles, a feat not achieved since 1969. In addition, Novak is the only player to hold all 4 Grand Slam titles at once on 3 different surfaces. Novak's Grand Slam tournament titles include 12 on hard courts, 6 on grass, and 2 on clay, while Rafa's Grand Slam tournament titles include 14 on clay, 6 on hard courts, and 2 on grass. So who is the GOAT? Right now, based on slams, it's Rafa. But if you base it on overall matches and head-to-heads, it's Novak. Ultimately, it's too close to call. But one thing is for sure, both these men have made tennis what it is today, and the answer of who is the GOAT will be revealed in time. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you again soon.